Hey,
Hello.
so what's your role in Alice in the New Wonderful?
I am the sound designer. I'm Lumumba Reynolds II, sound designer.
What does that mean?
That means that everything that happens sonically well, I should say, everything that is supported sonically by my team, we're responsible for making sure it's the best it can be. Which means some people's microphones have to be adjusted a certain way during the show, before the show, they have to be put on the right way, and then we are responsible for mixing and making sure all of those elements, the music tracks as well as the vocals and sound effects, all of those things together.
So when you look at a show like Alice in the New Wonderful, how do you determine what type of sound support is needed in order to bring the show to life?
The rehearsal process is where we understand what is needed most in support. There's also a designer run where we can see exactly how the show is being envisioned or how it's coming to life. Because we start off with the script. Here's my script with my geeky information on the front, like I made my own front page. And I have the script, I have notes in the script, and then also have a digital version where I'm making notes here because it's easier for me to share the digital version of the notes with the rest of the team. And watching watching the rehearsal process, seeing, understanding, listening is the way we find out what is most needed, what is best for the show.
So every one of the designers probably feels like their aspect of the technical elements is what makes the show. Uh, why is sound design so important?
any designer who any designer that thinks what they do is more important than sound is probably delusional at minimum and just outright crazy at most. The reason is it's it's a play, right? That if you heard it, your imagination would be just fine hearing it because radio play. Same thing with props, set, all of that stuff just helps the sound. Sound is number one. Number one.
So you mentioned music and just the text. Are there any other things that the sound designer and engineer have to do to bring us into the world of Alice in the Wonderful?
Sound design also can help with the sound effects, and in that we can create and in support of the ideas going on with the director, with the music director as well. And in that, we have some leeway. We can bring a bunch of different kind of interpretations of even a door knock. We can have several different versions of a door knock or a phone ring that can impact what the show or what that particular moment feels like, or how it's interpreted from to the audience.
What's one thing that you're hoping that the audiences will notice about the sound design of this show?
I'm hoping they don't notice anything. I'm hoping they just notice they're having a good time. So I would rather us be not paid attention to because it's so good. They understand everything. They can hear everything, and they're along for the ride, along for the great writing, for the great lighting, for the great costuming, for the great set design. That they just don't notice, and they just feel it's a part of a wonderful experience.
All right, one more question. If I am an aspiring sound designer, what one word of advice do you have for me?
Patience.
Thank you.